Hey, you guys, welcome to EDUC 1100. I'm Hoda Embel, and I'm excited to have you guys part of this group. This class is just a whole bunch of different things we're going to be learning this semester. Everything from strategies to discussions that are about, sociology, anthropology, philosophy, psychology, and more than anything, ways to figure out what you want to do here in college, whether you want to become a teacher or a police officer or whatever you are thinking about studying. Hopefully, this class will help you to achieve your goals. So, EDCU 1100 is started off many years ago as a way of grabbing different things that the college thinks that you need to know to be successful in school and putting it in one class. So, as you guys know, this class is offered as an 8-week course. It's a 1-hour course, which means that you are, in this 8 weeks, you're spending 2 hours a week to get your stuff done during this time, and also listening to the videos and reading your book and whatnot, and basically catching up on all the stuff that we offer here at San Jack in the college and different things like that. So let me show you kind of around our Blackboard. So if you're watching this, you found the video. Right now you're looking at my screen and it doesn't have the video on there. It will when you guys see it. Unfortunately, I can't have the video there while I'm talking as well. So it will look a little bit different, but you guys can check out this area right here. I already posted an announcement for Tuesday, but you can see here there's a Start Here button. You want to check that out. Click on that and it gives you like an orientation of the class. It tells you more about the class and it tells you the whys and what you're going to be learning. So in this class, we're going to talk about a lot about career options, identify the resources on campus for different things, and just talk about basically the things that you will encounter here at San Jack and at other colleges. This is kind of an introduction to college kind of course where we get to not only see different things such as talk about things like diversity and career opportunities and choices, but we also will be able to see other cool stuff like what we offer here at San Jack and the different things that we have here going on and the different departments that we have as well. So you guys are going to want to check those things out. Every week we will have a certain amount of things that you'll have to finish. You'll have a couple assignments or a couple quizzes, and you'll have to do that. The big thing is though, we got rid of pretty much any of the exams for the semesters, which is pretty cool. We substituted our final exam with a final project, and we'll talk more about that final project in a little bit. And that's going to be its own little video. We're going to talk more about that next week, but be ready to be thinking about things you want to study, in the sense that be thinking about the career path you want to go down, because that's going to be pivotal for the final project. And like I said, we'll talk more about that next week, but this week, just kind of know that that's coming up. So in here, you can see you guys have a different looking course orientation than mine. Is going to ask you to flip per pages. This is just kind of showing one big page, but you'll see that the syllabus is here and so is the calendar. If you click on that, you'll get this bad boy right here, and it'll tell you when things are due. You can see here that week 1, you have to do an introductory course discussion board for the course. Excuse me, I'm like tripping over my tongue a lot today. Just kind of know I kind of got the COVID, so I'm a little bit nasally right now. Though I'm feeling well, you're going to hear that this week I'm a little bit more nasally than I normally am. So just kind of bear with me. So yes, like I was saying, week 1, we have the intro, which is the discussion board. And it's a little discussion board assignment. With the discussion board, you will answer the discussion board, what they're asking you the questions, and then you will respond to 2 other people in the classroom. And I'll show you that in a second. And the second assignment is setting up your email. Those are 2 big things that I need you to do this week by Monday the 24th. So I assign these assignments every week, and you have a week to do it. So you'll see this video. Our very first video is going to be there on Monday, the 18th, because this week that's when the Blackboard will open. But I normally have videos posted by Sunday. But just know that the assignments are from Monday to Monday. So on Monday, January 24th, your 2 assignments for this week are due. You'll also see that on the calendar, I talk about the final project and what goes in each slide for every week. Now, the reason I broke it down like this is that if you want to start working on your final project, which is the PowerPoint that you need to do, which is your final project, which is going to be due worth about 20% of your grade, I break it down on a weekly basis, so you can look at those and see, okay, I can do this slide this week, I can do this slide next week. There are some weeks where I talk about 2 slides, but just kind of know that I put that down here. It doesn't necessarily mean that that has to be done this week. You can wait until the last couple of weeks to do this, because this won't be due until the last week of school will take place of your final. But at the same time, I do want you to be able to see and introduce the different slides every week. Again, it's just more of an introduction, and it's something I'll go over, so you'll know more or less what you need to do by the time this is all over. So week 1 assignments will be due January 24th, Monday. For this week, I talk about creating an intro slide on the PowerPoint. That's probably like the easiest slide to create. You just put your career exploration project. So in other words, what career you want, that's the title. You could say, I'm thinking about becoming a teacher. Give me your name, the course that you're in, and the section. So if this is course EDUC 1100, right? And if it's section 204, you put that in there. The sections will vary, right, from the classes you're in. The year and the semester, that's your slide 1. You already got 1/10 of your project done. The project is 10 slides. You do have to do a little bit of investigating, but we'll go more through that when we are next week, when I give you the PowerPoint. When I show you guys the PowerPoint and show you guys exactly what needs to be done throughout every slide. I'll do that next week. Again, don't freak out on that, but do know that you will have a final project at the end of the semester. So this is week 1, and you can look through the calendar and you'll see the due dates for everything. Like I said, you basically get a week to do all this stuff. And week 7, there's nothing but work on your final project, and week 8 is turning in your final project. So these are some important dates. If you look through here, you can see what things need to go on each slide, and this will help you out through the whole process. And like I said, look through it, check it out. It's good stuff. Now, and as you go through the introduction, you'll see different things. You'll find the textbook. Here's a link to the textbook. There's more than one link to the textbook, but when you go to the chapter itself, there is the textbook chapters are linked there as well. So this week we're going to be looking at, I'm going to scroll back up here, chapter 1, and I'll show you how to get to the chapter in our course content. You want to check this out, look through it. It tells you how to communicate yourself with me. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. It tells you how you will be graded. Assignments are 40%. Discussion assignments, discussion boards are 15%. The quizzes there's only a couple quizzes in this class. Some weeks, basically, instead of giving you an assignment, I give you quizzes. But it'll be over the chapter. It won't be over it won't be cumulative. It'll just be over a chapter. So that will be there. And your signature assignment, which will be worth 20%, and of course your attendance. Now, I get asked all the time, Jorge, how do you figure attendance online? Because that seems a little difficult. Well, I have a program here on Blackboard that tells me if you have actually logged in that week. And what I do is I look at your logins. If you logged in during a week. So between Sunday and Sunday, right? So I check out the Sunday before the Monday because I normally send out a video on Sunday, though it doesn't really matter if you check it out on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but you have to be checking out the Blackboard by the Sunday, right? So you have 6 days to kind of check in every week, and I count that as your attendance. If you check in every week out of all 8 weeks, you will get 100% there, and that's 10% of your grade. You'll actually help you out. Most of my students that are there on the bubble that happen to be on the bubble, they will actually get that little extra 10% kick, and it sends them over. So that's, make sure you check your Blackboard at the very least on a weekly basis, because you do have assignments on a weekly basis. But I would even say every day, just in case I send you something. I am always sending stuff like I will find stuff on the internet that can help you for that particular chapter or that particular assignment, and I'll send it out. So make sure that you get an eye on that. I tend to send just a hello reminder at least once or twice a week. So also keep an eye out for that. So I'm pretty active on here. I post a video talking about that week's assignments every week. Keep an eye out there. So this is not just a once in a lifetime video. I do a video every week. So you can check this out and you'll see what you have to do. And it tells you here to check out your syllabus, your course calendar, and what you have to do for chapter 1. So I'm going to scroll back up here and I'm going to show you the next part, the syllabus course calendar. When you click on that, you'll find here the syllabus. And there's really not a whole lot. I'm not going to open it up. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys look over it. I personally am not going to go through it just because I'm kind of like, well, why go through the syllabus? You guys can check it out. And actually, most of the things that people worry about are about grading and whatnot. So just know that I put there how you're going to be graded, and that you have a final project that is due on the last week of our class. Okay, so the Monday, which is the last week of our class, you can go in there. We can go back to our calendar and see that Monday is March 7th. That's when the final project is due. And again, I'll go over a lot about the final project next week. So you have the course calendar and syllabus. You can always come and open up the course calendar and syllabus. There is one thing I do want to mention that I don't have here. I cannot take any of the format, anything formatted as Apple or anything else that is not document, PDF, JPEG, Excel. Those are the formats that I can take. Each assignment has the ability of using the assignments format, so you can do that as well if you don't have any of those. But if you send me something in Google Docs or in Apple, I can't open it. So make sure that you can do it on Google Doc, but you make sure that you save it on like PowerPoint or on Word or any other of the Microsoft programs when you send it to me. Course material information. Here's the faculty profile. I'm going to open that up. I want you guys to check this out. So if you guys ever want to come by my office, it's N161. I'm sorry, N161 is what I want to say. And you guys are more than invited to. On Mondays and Wednesdays, those are my face-to-face conference times from 11:45 to 12:45. If you really need to see me face-to-face at another time, write me and we can work something out. But that will be something where we'd have to work something out versus I'm always in my office during this time, right? Virtual conference time. If you go to my Calendly, you will see that my virtual conference times are from 10 to 12 on Tuesday, Wednesday 11:45 to 12:45, and 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. if you need to see me at night. Thursday from 9 to 11. These are exclusively Zoom type meetings. I normally use more Teams than Zoom, but we can do either one. Or if you want to talk by phone during that time, that is cool. But all you have to do for this is you can either send me an email and say, hey, do you have anything available? Even if it's outside of those times, we can probably figure something out. Or if you go to Calendly, which I prefer you guys use, just because what it does, it will set up a virtual conference. You go to the Calendly and pick the day that you're interested in having a conference with me. You click on that, and you'll get a time that you can choose from. Right now, I have to update my Calendly so it doesn't have the right times, but here you could click on this. If that time is unavailable, it won't show it. So make sure it will just let you go to another thing. So that's what I like the Calendly, because it kind of tells me, oh no, that time's already been used. Find another time. Because I do get, especially at the beginning of every semester, I will have like 20 conferences a week. It does slow down if by the time, normally within 2 or 3 weeks of the school starting, my conferences will slow down to like a trickle. But always in the beginning of the week, you will, or the semester, you get a lot of conferences. So make sure that you guys make an appointment that way. Next thing is the course content. The course content is going to tell us where our chapters are at. So there's 3 sections right now in your Blackboard. You can only see section 1. Section 1 has chapters 1, 2, and 3. Section 2 continues. Section 3 finishes. And they're all different it's kind of the way the book is cut up into pieces. So this week you will be doing Exploring College, which is chapter 1. You click on that, and you have 2 assignments: the discussion board assignment and the setting up your email and checking out your chapter. So there's several ways you can look at your chapter. You can go to your textbook, and over here on the side, you can find the textbook, College Success Textbook, and go to chapter 1. Or this is really cool. I do this just because I chopped it up. It's a little bit visually easier for me to understand. As you go over here to where it says Exploring College, shabam! All of these are part of your first chapter. So you click on it, and you are automatically taken to your first chapter. FYI, if you press the arrow to go to the next thing, it will take you to the next chapter, and it doesn't quite work out as smoothly. So you go and you read this. This is your chapter. I like to close this out. All right, this is the first part of the chapter. I read it. Cool. And once I've read that first part of the chapter, I like to open up the next part and the next part and the next part and the next part. You can go to where it says next down here and read the next page. Oh, it's giving me all this other stuff. Okay, it's free. All right. So you can continue reading it like that. It gives you the little links there. And or you can come over here and just click on each one. So this is a whole chapter right here, Exploring College. All you have to do is click on this little blue area. All the little blue areas here gives you the chapter. This is a free book, which is the best word in the English language, free, right? So you don't have to pay anything for it. It's all electronic. It's all there. Again, you can go to the chapter, or you can check it out over here on the College to Success textbook. You have why you go to the materials. Here you will find your PowerPoint and stuff. Here's your PowerPoint. I kind of put 2 PowerPoints there. So the Exploring College PowerPoint is the official PowerPoint of the book. This lecture PowerPoint, if you are with me, I teach this class in person as well. And if you're with me, I do the little spin on the PowerPoint, a little spin on the teaching. I don't like to go just 100% from the book, but it's here. You can see my discussions that we have there. The cool thing is since it's not cumulative, you can look through them both. They both have really good information, but you won't be taking a quiz or a test over this chapter. This chapter you will be doing a Blackboard assignment, so you can look through them both, or if you just want to look at the lecture PowerPoint, the one I would give, you can look at that as well. There's videos here and really cool little activities to check out. There are videos here for student engagement. This is an office of that we have here on campus. You may want to check them out. They will tell you how to find cool different things. They're Yeah, you can check that out. So let me go back here. The discussion board. So these are the assignments. If perhaps if you're going through the materials and you see something that just kind of says, so the book itself will tell you there's like at the end of the chapters, it may say summarize this or do this chart or whatever. All the books, just like remember, I don't know if you guys remember in high school and stuff like that. Every chapter had some assignments and maybe a little test or something like that. Our book does as well. Those are not your assignments. You don't have to do those things. You can review it if you want, but your assignments are strictly what I give you on here on the calendar. Your assignments are for this week, intro to the discussion board and setting up an email. You have no other assignments this week that are due, right? Just kind of understand that. I say that all the time because in the book itself, it will tell you, go ahead and do this, go ahead and do that. Don't pay attention to that. Or in the PowerPoint, it may ask you questions on the PowerPoint that are associated with the book, or do this assignment. If it's the book's PowerPoint, it will ask you to do something like that. You don't have to. Just the stuff I tell you to do. So the discussion board, I'll show you guys how to do that. There is an assignment that goes along with this. So you click on this, give it a second. You can start doing this. There are some discussions here just because I kept some starters for discussions here. But you can, what you're going to do is you are going to begin a thread. So create a thread. And then you have this again, right? And you will answer the questions here. And then you will do the part 2. You go to this link and you complete the lifestyle calculator. So there's 2 parts of this. Part 1, where you tell me some information about yourself. And then part 2, where you actually complete the reality check lifestyle calculator. You do this. And then you will answer questions 1, 2, and 3. Now, there's several ways you can do this. You can write it out as on a Word document and upload it if you want. This to me is the easiest way, so I'm just going to go ahead and copy paste for this particular assignment. You could go down here when you do a message. Don't forget you have to put a subject, so you can put week 1 or whatever you want to put. It's up to you. It could be your name. It could be whatever. Remove the formatting here. And voila, you have this here, and you can just go and answer yourself. My name is Jorge Embil. Right? Erase that. And I'm just going to answer all that stuff. I'm going to complete this right here. You can attach the screenshot for the discussion thread. To attach a screenshot for what you did, you can just go over here right here where it says plus. You check your files here and you can upload it like that. Real easy stuff. But answer these questions as well. And once you're finished, you just submit. And that's it. You have done the first part of the thread. Now, let me tell you about the second part. So let's say you already have your thread here. I'm going to pick one of these from last semester. And you can reply. You have to reply to two. You have to reply to 2 other people. Make sure you reply. You read theirs and you reply to 2 other people. Now, you have a week to do this typically. You finish your first response to the thread. If you go over here, you will see that, let me go back to create a thread and you'll see the rules here. You will see that it tells you that by Wednesday, week 1 at 11 o'clock, you have to have the original posting, which is the one that answers this stuff. And then by Saturday, normally you do the second part, which is responding to 2 other people. I don't need it by Saturday per se. It's just a rule of thumb. As long as all these things are done by Monday, I am fine. But do try to get your first response in no later than Wednesday, maybe Thursday night, so people can respond to you. All right, so that's the first assignment. The second assignment, real easy, super easy. I'm going to go back over here to the course content. Click on this, Exploring College. The second assignment is sending an email to me. Now, the reason I do this assignment is because I want to figure out that I want you guys to send me an email so I know that you're out there, that you're fine, that there's nothing, that you're understanding. You saw this video, you understand everything that's going on. And yeah, I want you to do that. Just send me an email saying, hey, this is Billy. I'm in your class. I am section 204. Nice to have you as a teacher. Now here it tells you like you can go there and you can check out a code and stuff like that. And that's fine. You can do that. That is more than cool with me. That doesn't, you don't have to do that. As long as you send me an email, I am fine with all of that. So make sure you just send me your email using your SandJack account. Now, the reason why SandJack is that we are actually not allowed to answer your emails one-on-one once the school semester starts. So you have to use your SandJack account. And this is kind of a way for me to get you to, log in for the first time if you haven't done so. So if you've never logged in, this gives you the website where you can actually go get your SandJack account. You can check out the instructions here. Cool stuff, right? So just get that SandJack account, send me an email saying this is my understanding email etiquette, and that's it. You're good. You'll be good to go. And for this week, that's it. That's all you have this week. Again, next week, I'm going to go and I'm going to I'm going to spend a lot of time. I'm going to put a different video for, so I guess what I'm trying to say is that next week, keep an eye out this week. I don't know if I'll make it in the end of this week and send it as its own announcement or if I'm going to add it to the announcements for next week. But I'm going to make a video discussing the final project for the end of the semester. And that's all that video is going to be. I don't add it to this video because I don't want this to be like an hour-long video. All right. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to help you. Yeah. Have a great week. Bye.